fellow citizens, I hear King Oedipus levels terrible charges at me. I had to come. I resent it deeply. If, in the present crisis, he thinks he suffers any abuse from me, anything I've done or said that offers him the slightest injury, why, I have no desire to linger out this life, my reputation in ruins. The damage I've faced from such an accusation is nothing simple. No, there's nothing worse. Branded a traitor in the city, a traitor to all of you and my good friends.
True, but a slur might have been forced out of him. Perhaps by anger, without any firm conviction.
The charges were brought against me in public, were they not? I put the prophet up to spreading lies?
Such things were said. I do not know to what intent, if any.
Was his glance steady, his mind right, when the charges were brought against me?
I couldn't say. I don't like to judge the ones in power.
You! Here! You have the gall to show your face before the palace gates? You plotting to kill me? Kill the king? Take my throne and power? Tell me, in God's name, what did you take me for? Coward or fool when you spun out your plot? Your treachery. You'd think I'd never detect it creeping against me in the dark or sensing it not defend myself? Aren't you the fool? You and your high adventure. Lacking numbers, powerful friends, out for the big game of empire. You need riches, armies to bring that glory down.
If you're quite finished, it's your turn to listen, for just as long as you've instructed me. Hear me out, and then judge me on facts.
You have a wicked way with words, Creon, but I'll be slow to learn from you. I find you a menace, a great burden to me.
Just one thing. Hear me out on this.
Just one thing? Don't tell me you're not the enemy, the traitor.
Look, if you think crude, mindless stubbornness such a gift, you've lost your sense of balance.
If you think you can abuse a kinsman, then escape the penalty, you're insane!
Fair enough, I grant you. But this injury I say I've done you, what is it?
Did you induce me, yes or no, to send for that sanctimonious prophet?
I did, and I do the same again.
Alright then, tell me, how long is it now since Laius...
Laius? What did he do?
Vanished, swept from sight, murdered in his tracks.
The count of years would run you far back.
And that far back, was the prophet at his trade?
Skilled as he is today, and just as honored.
Did he ever refer to me then, at that time?
No, never. At least when I was in his presence.
But you did investigate the murder, didn't you?
We did our best, of course. Discovered nothing.
But the great seer never accused me then. Why not?
I don't know. And when I don't, I keep quiet.
You do know this. You'd tell it too, if you had a shred of decency.
What? If I know, I won't hold back.
Simply this. If the two of you had never put heads together, we would never have heard about my killing Laius.
If that's what he says, well, you know best. But now I have a right to learn from you, as you just learned from me.
Learn your fill. You will never convict me of the murder.
Tell me, you're married to my sister, aren't you?
A genuine discovery. There's no denying that.
And you rule the land with her, with equal power?
She receives from me whatever she desires.
And I'm the third. All of us are equals?
Yes, and it's there you show your stripes. You betray a kinsman!
Not at all. Not if you see things calmly, rationally, as I do. Look at it this way. First, who in his right mind would rather rule and live in anxiety than sleep in peace? Particularly if he enjoys the same authority. Not I. I am not the man to yearn for kingship. Not with the king's power in my hands. Who would? No one with any sense of self-control. Now, as it is, you offer me all I need. Not a fear in the world. But if I wore the crown, there would be many painful duties to perform, hardly to my taste. How could kingship please me more than influence? Power without qualm? I'm not that diluted yet. To reach for anything but privilege, outright, profit free and clear. Now all men sing my praises, all salute me. Now all who request your favors curry mine. I am their best hope. Success rests in me. Why give up that, I ask you, and borrow trouble? A man of sense, someone who sees things clearly, would never resort to treason. No, I have no lust for conspiracy in me, nor could I ever suffer one who does. Do you want proof? Go to Delphi yourself. Examine the oracle and see if I reported the message word for word. This is too. If you detect that I and the clairvoyant have plotted anything in common, arrest me, execute me, not on the strength of one vote, two in this case mine, as well as yours. But don't convict me on unverified surmise how wrong it is to take the good for bad, then purely at random, or take the bad for good. But reject a friend, a kinsman I would as soon tear out the life within us, priceless life itself. You'll learn this well, without fail in mind, time alone in time. Time alone can bring the just man to light. The criminal you can spot in one short day.
Good advice, my lord, for anyone who wants to avoid disaster. Those who jump to conclusions may be wrong.
When my enemy moves against me quickly, plots in secret, I move quickly too. I must. I plot and I pay him back. Relax my guard a moment, waiting his next move. He wins his objective. I lose mine.
What do you want? Do you want me banished?
No, I want you dead.
Just to show how ugly a grudge can be.
So, still stubborn? You don't think I'm serious?
I think you're insane.
Quite sane in my behalf.
Not just as much in mine?
You, my mortal enemy.
What if you're wholly wrong?
No matter, I must rule.
Not if you rule unjustly.
Hear him, Thebes, my city.
Not yours alone, but
My
mine
lord.
too.
My lords, please. Look, Jocasta's coming. And just in time, too. With her help, we can put this fighting of yours to rest.
Have you no sense, poor misguided men? Such shouting. Why this public outburst? Are you not ashamed, with the land so sick, to stir up private quarrels?
My sister, it's dreadful. Oedipus, your husband, he's bent on a choice of punishment for me. Banishment from the fatherland of death.
Precisely. I caught him in the act, Jocasta, plotting, about to stab me in the back.
Never. Curse me. Let me die and be damned if I've done it in you any wrong you charge me with.
O God, believe it, Oedipus. Honor the solemn oath he swears to heaven. Do it for me, for the sake of the people.
Believe it. Be sensible. Give way, my king, I beg you.
What do you want from me? Concessions?
Respect him. He's been no fool in the past, and now he's strong with the oath he swears to God.
You know what you're asking.
I do.
Then out with it.
The man's your friend, your kin. He's under oath. Don't cast him out. Disgraced, branded with guilt on the strength of hearsay only.
Know full well, if that is what you want me dead or banished from the land.
Never. No, by the blazing sun, first god of the heavens. Stripped of the gods, stripped of the loved ones. Let me die by inches if that ever crossed my mind. But the heart inside me sickens, dies as the land dies. And now on top of the old griefs you pile this, your fury, both of you?
Then let him go, even if it does lead to my ruin, my death or my disgrace. Driven from Thebes for life, it is you, not him, I pity. Your words move me. He, wherever he goes, my hate goes with him.
Look at you, sullen and yielding, brutal in your rage. You'll go too far. It's perfect justice. Natures like yours are hardest on themselves.
Then leave me alone. Get out.
Oh, I'll leave. But these men know I'm right.